Russ Gaspard here for my Week 4 project. I had to rebuild the app for iPad instead of running it on the iPhone simulator because the simulator didn't play right with the network detection, so I had to be actually on the device. So it looks a little different, but it's much of the same internal code. My username and password I can enter into the app, and it'll bring me to the same data that I'm hitting from the Android side. So I did implement the ability to update. So if I've taken a walk and I want to check that off, it's gray and turned off. So if I want to undo it, I can make it back active again and save it that way. And of course I can edit the text as well. So instead of get some sleep, if I want to get some rest, I can enter that and it'll update. And we can bring up the parse back end here and watch it update. So here it says get some sleep. I'll hit the refresh button. There it goes, and it updates to the new text. I did provide for some data validation, just like on the Android. So if I try to add a new one, it in fact won't accept that. Text content must not exceed 20 characters. I was also checking for blank entries, and I had that functioning, but I must have inadvertently broke that. And you can see that it does allow me to enter a white space text value. So an unfortunate error on my part, but everything else I believe is functioning as it should be. Network detection functionality. You can see I've got the front page of the app up here. And before I even log in, if I go ahead and turn on airplane mode from here, and then navigate back to my app, you can see it discovers that there's no network, and at that point it won't let me log in even if I give correct credentials. As long as the network unavailable sign is up, it's just gonna be non-responsive. So if I do want to turn the airplane mode back off, then it will detect that as well, and then I'll be able to go ahead and log in. Now let's say I'm actually looking at the data and then I lose my network connection at that point. Once I'm in airplane mode here, I can still see the data, but it's not going to let me edit. So if I want to select one of these cells, it'll tell me the error that there's network unavailable. If I want to add a new one, same thing, network unavailable. And it won't let me delete anything in my edit mode either. I will be able to get back to the login screen where I'm back to my network unavailable sign. I turn off airplane mode and it detects it, and I'm back good to go. So that worked out pretty well. And lastly, if we want to look at the polling to keep my data updated and synced, I can go ahead and change something on the server side. So if we bring up the parse back end here, let's say instead of sending an email, we want to send an actual snail mail letter, just like the old days. And boom, it updates on the iPad. So and let's say I've gone ahead and taken a walk. I'm going to make that true, and that's going to update as well. So I sure got a lot out of the course this month, but I'm ready to move on and get on to the next course. So thank you.